Hey everybody, Obi-119 here. Hope you all having a good day. I just came today to talk about Red Dead Online currently. Any bugs or glitches, what's wrong with the system, how everything's working at the moment, and I hope Rockstar gets to view this video because it'd be really great for them to understand different point of view and what's going on with the game currently and what they can adjust and fix. So the first issue I wanted to just not issue actually. I just wanted to say the game itself is very good. Online itself is very fun. I have times where I've had times where I've had bar fights, shootouts in the street. It's a very great game. Friends can hop in anytime. You guys would enjoy it. I promise you, it's a great game to buy. But however, going on to the so far current glitches in the system, I think the most major glitches or bugs that you would encounter are in the missions or stranger missions that you would go throughout the map. Now, here in the train station in Blackwater, there's one stranger mission that I encountered, and I started it, and looking on the map, I couldn't see any icon indicating where the mission was supposed to be at, where the wagon was supposed to spawn at, and I couldn't even figure out where it was. I've had that problem with other stranger missions where I've gotten the mission, I've started it, but there's no indicator telling me where I should go, where I need to deliver something. Are there enemies on the way? Even during the mission, if the icon does pop up, the circumstances are very iffy right now, and I hope that Rockstar does fix that because it's bad. Now, eventually, as you see, the buggy mission does appear. I can go find the wagon, retrieve it, go do whatever I have to do, but it took too long for me to actually find it, and even inside the mission itself, it did spawn kind of far away, but I'm not really worried about that. That seems about right. Going through stranger missions or even the normal missions, normal missions themselves, they're okay. They're fine. I haven't encountered any bugs or glitches that have caused me to lose money. My horses are okay after the mission. I haven't spawned at a bad location. They're all generally pretty fine, and they're actually pretty fun, especially with your posse, people that you're grouping up with. They're a really good time, and eventually when Rockstar does add the main, more story missions in where you can rob trains, maybe banks, and see where it progresses, those should be okay as well. However, do be aware that there may be spawning issues or even relocation issues when you do main missions. As far as stranger missions, still the same. The missions themselves, they don't show the icon where you're supposed to go. They pop up late. There was one time where my friend and I were trying to retrieve this wagon, and the icon spawned, and I got to the icon, but probably 10-20 seconds later, the mission just ends because it took so long for it to spawn, probably 30 minutes, that we couldn't even do the mission. It was ridiculous. Let's see. I'd say generally there are 8 missions in total right now in Red Dead Online. They're all pretty okay. They're not anything too special, but they'll make you, good enough money to start off with. I wouldn't spend your money early on in the game, but I would definitely save it up, because if you can get your horse killed, you can do a lot of things to mess up right off the bat, and it wouldn't be the best idea to spend your money right off. I would save until we can see whether Rockstar can adjust or change the currency system in game. Now, up here, the last issue for stranger missions, I'm clearly at the objective. The black lines are at the bottom and top of the screen, but I'm still not moving. There's no loading, no nothing. The sheriff is to my right. I can't move. I mean, I can move, but there's nothing for me to do. This is another glitch, different bugs, stuff like this. It's happening currently with all stranger missions, and even with the stranger missions, there's no clear objective. Are they supposed to be permanent so you can keep earning money? Are they supposed to be done, completed, and then they're gone? It's not clear. It's not really stated. There are some missions that have been, there are some people that have repeated missions and they spawn a new location. Okay, that's fine. But there are other missions where there are one-time deals. The icons turn gray, but then for some reason they'll light back up. They're not disappearing. They're still there, and you just completed the mission, the same exact mission, and it's kind of weird. I'm even running around in this loading screen trying to figure out exactly how I'm supposed to load through, but no such luck for now, anyways. But yeah, that was the main issues with stranger missions. The normal missions, the payout is actually it's okay. The economy really is messed up. It costs $450 to buy a Lancaster repeater, or I believe one of the bolt action rifles was, I'd say no, it might have been a revolver, but one of them was $900. That's hard to grind in game, and that to even buy that and then put upgrades on top of that, you would need at least 1,200 for just that one gun. And to get all the guns, you need at least probably $4,000 or $5,000 to get them all and upgrade them, which is a lot of money, and it's hard. Even after a week of grinding, I only have about $600. That's a lot of grinding, and I get it's supposed to be a grinding game, but it's still too kind of rough. You know, the system is messed up, especially for the date time that we're in. This isn't GTA. We're not buying a tank for $3 million or 2.5. They're normal guns that shouldn't cost too much money. Maybe 20 at most, I'd say. It could be even a lot lower, maybe $10. And I'm not sure exactly how the currency transfer system worked back then, but it should still be a lot lower than it is. As far as map game modes, we only have two so far. I believe it's the horse races and the adversary mode, which is I think a posse of 4 fighting each other. And it's a pretty fun game mode. The posse of 4, depending on who you play with, can either go really rough or really bad, but that just depends on your skill in the game, and it's pretty fun in my opinion. The race modes actually, I like them. I haven't encountered any glitches with the race modes yet. There may be that I just haven't seen any at all. There might be a slow loading time, something like that, but other than that, the matchmaking system has been pretty good, as along with any adversary mode or racehorse mode that you do. Also keep in mind for horses, every player gets a free red chestnut Arabian horse inside the stable. So if you're getting the game and you're just starting out, don't forget to go grab that racehorse as soon as you can, because traversing the map with the the skinny nag, it's rough. He has no stamina, but as you build it up, it can get better. But that superior red chestnut horse is definitely the way to go, at least until we can get enough money to buy a war horse or other superior horses. Making money in game. Like I said, the economy is messed up. You can make a decent amount of money, which should get you to buy what you need. However, everything's so expensive that you can't, even with $600. I don't want to spend money because I'm so reluctant, because if I spend money now and the system stays the same, then I have to regrind again to get the items that should only cost me no more than $20. For guns, or I forget how much it was in story mode. But anyways, yeah, making money, it's not hard, but it's the fact that you make so little compared to how much everything costs that is the issue. Onto the topic of the hunting system, I think it's pretty well. Whether you're fishing or hunting, it's relatively easy. Going through your Deadeye mode, though, is kind of, I want to say tracking is difficult, because when I'm doing Deadeye to track animals, the tracks don't always appear. The purple lines or even orange lines that are supposed to appear don't really appear that often, even when you're close to an animal. And that issue needs to be addressed as well, because if you look, I think you're here in a second. Yep, I use my Deadeye and there's no tracks. There's nothing I can look for. But as I go forward, I spot these 2 elk, or I believe they're deer, in the distance, and I'm like, wait a minute, there were no tracks there. Now it could just be that they weren't in that area, but still there should be some tracks nearby in order to track animals. And it's not just deer, elk, even trying to find wild hogs or boars, bison, sometimes the tracks don't appear. Oh, tree in the way. Whew. But just keep in mind, when you are hunting, the best way to take an animal down, at least far as up to an elk and lower, I would say that hog tying them and then wrapping your way up to them for the kill is the best way to go. Because if you shoot the animals in the head, you can't get a 2-star or greater. But generally speaking, if you shoot an animal, you're going to hit it somewhere else than besides the head. Unless you're using Deadeye, then you're going to get a 1-star. Which, don't get me wrong, they do sell for 1-star pelts. Do sell for good money. However, they're just not the the best way to make money by selling just 1-star pelts. You need 2- and 3-star at most to try and really make the money-making system efficient. As far as fishing, I haven't encountered that yet, because the fishing rod itself is $124, and Again, saving money is very key to start off the game. So when you do eventually save about, I'd say $1,200 to $1,500, that's for current times. That would be a good way to then go buy weapons with that much money and upgrade whatever you need. I mean, the bow, the fishing rod. Oh wait, I think I'm wrong. Actually, I think the bow. Okay, I might have flipped that. The bow might be 124 and the fishing rod might be 3250. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on that. If I am, please go check that for me and post that in the comments. Other than that, the camping system does need adjustment because in story mode you can go ahead and put your camp wherever you want as Arthur or even John, but in game it costs $1 to move your camp, and even in trying to move your camp, it doesn't put you right where you are. It puts you in a certain location in that region, which is itself messed up. We should be able to put the camp down where we are, and I don't care if it costs $1. I'll pay that gladly, but it should be right where you're located, right where you're standing, or close by at the very least. I haven't encountered any other glitches or bugs so far. Been playing for a week. The game itself, still, it's generally very good, and again, you can have a lot of fun with your friends. You can start bar fights, shootouts. There's not too many griefers, and the game so far is pretty good. You can do a lot and have a good time. Whew, I missed this. Alright, well, please drop a like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. Have a good day.